Disclaimer. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not medical advice, and nothing discussed should be taken as a substitute for professional medical guidance. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider before starting or stopping any supplement, peptide, or treatment protocol. Today we are diving into Thymosin Alpha 1, often abbreviated as TA1. This peptide has been widely studied for its role in immune system regulation and immune enhancement. Discovered in the 1970s, it originates from thymosin fraction 5, a collection of peptides isolated from the thymus gland. Thymosin Alpha 1 quickly gained attention for its potential to modulate immunity, enhance T-cell function, and assist in fighting infections and diseases. To begin with, let's talk about what Thymosin Alpha 1 actually does. This peptide is considered an immune modulator. That means it helps balance the immune system, encouraging it to be more responsive when underactive, while preventing it from becoming overactive. This is crucial because both extremes can cause problems. An underactive immune system leaves the body vulnerable to infections, while an overactive one can lead to autoimmune disorders. One of the most important actions of TA1 is its effect on T cells, especially CD4 helper T cells and CD8 cytotoxic T cells. These are critical for identifying and destroying infected or abnormal cells. Thymosin Alpha 1 promotes T-cell differentiation and survival, essentially strengthening the immune army. It also influences dendritic cells, which act as messengers to alert the immune system to threats. Another fascinating aspect is its ability to increase the expression of major histocompatibility complex class 1 molecules, also known as MHC1. These molecules help the immune system recognize infected cells. By boosting MHC1 expression, TA1 improves the body's ability to detect and eliminate cells compromised by viruses or cancerous changes. Over the years, research has explored Thymosin Alpha 1 in a wide range of contexts. It has been studied in viral infections like hepatitis B, hepatitis C, influenza, and even HIV. In many of these conditions, patients showed improved immune responses when given TA1 alongside standard treatments. Some studies suggested it could enhance the effectiveness of antiviral drugs, giving the body a stronger defense. Cancer therapy is another area of interest. Because TA1 enhances immune surveillance, researchers investigated it as an adjuvant, meaning something given alongside chemotherapy or radiation. The idea is that while those treatments target the cancer directly, Thymosin Alpha 1 helps the immune system stay engaged and vigilant. This dual approach can support better outcomes and potentially improve quality of life during treatment. In addition to infection and cancer, TA1 has been explored in immunodeficiency disorders, vaccine responses, and even sepsis. Some studies suggested it could improve vaccine effectiveness by boosting antibody production and memory T-cell formation. This has implications for elderly populations and immunocompromised individuals who often have weaker responses to vaccines. So, what about its use in modern peptide therapy? Today, Thymosin Alpha 1 is often considered in the wellness and longevity community for its broad immune benefits. People explore it as a supportive option for recurrent infections, chronic fatigue, or to promote resilience during high-stress periods. There is also discussion around its role in autoimmune conditions. Though the science there is complex, since it can both stimulate and regulate immune activity, depending on the environment. When it comes to dosing, studies have typically used subcutaneous injections ranging from 1.6 milligrams to 6.4 milligrams per week, often split into multiple doses. A common protocol is 1.6 milligrams given twice weekly. However, dosing can vary depending on condition, treatment goals, and medical supervision. The administration is usually subcutaneous, meaning just under the skin with a small insulin-style needle. Some people cycle it for several weeks at a time, while others may use it longer under medical oversight. Because it is a peptide, it does not work instantly but gradually influences immune system behavior over time. In terms of safety, Thymosin Alpha 1 has a strong track record. Clinical trials involving thousands of patients reported that it is generally well tolerated. The most common side effects are mild injection site reactions like redness or tenderness. Unlike many immune-stimulating drugs, it does not appear to trigger severe autoimmune flares in most studies. Still, there are considerations. Because it affects the immune system, it should be used cautiously in people with active autoimmune disease or those on immunosuppressive medications. Pregnant and breastfeeding individuals are usually advised to avoid it until more safety data is available. As with any peptide therapy, sourcing from reputable providers is critical to ensure purity and correct dosing. The science behind Thymosin Alpha 1 is still evolving. Its dual ability to boost immunity while maintaining regulation is unusual and valuable. Researchers continue to study how it interacts with other peptides, cytokines, and treatments. It is likely that future uses will expand as we learn more about immune modulation and personalized medicine. For example, combining Thymosin Alpha 1 with other peptides such as thymulin or thymosin beta may offer synergistic effects, with TA1 focusing on immune balance and thymulin supporting endocrine immune communication. In integrative protocols, TA1 is sometimes used alongside antioxidant therapies, mitochondrial support compounds, or regenerative peptides to create a comprehensive wellness plan. What makes TA1 especially interesting is its ability to restore immune function in aging individuals. The thymus gland, which produces T cells, shrinks and loses function with age. This process is called thymic involution. As the thymus declines, immune resilience drops. By supplementing with Thymosin Alpha 1, some of that lost thymic signaling may be restored, helping older adults maintain a stronger defense system. Let's also talk about its potential in chronic viral conditions. Hepatitis B and hepatitis C have been long-term areas of study, and some results showed improved viral clearance when TA1 was combined with interferon therapy. More recently, interest has extended to emerging viruses, where enhancing innate immunity could play an important role in recovery and protection. Sepsis is another condition where Thymosin Alpha 1 has been trialed. In severe infections that overwhelm the body, immune dysfunction can be both underactivity and overactivity at once. TA1 showed potential in rebalancing this chaotic response, improving survival in some studies. While not yet a mainstream therapy for sepsis, it highlights just how versatile this peptide may be. Some practitioners also consider it for patients with frequent colds, lingering respiratory infections, or low immune resilience. By improving T-cell function and immune coordination, it may reduce both frequency and severity of illness. This is especially valuable for people under high stress, since stress hormones are known to suppress immunity. In wellness circles, another area of curiosity is whether thymosin alpha 1 can support recovery from intense training or endurance events. Since exercise temporarily suppresses immune activity, athletes sometimes explore immune-supportive peptides to bounce back faster. While formal research is limited here, the logic follows from its known effects on T-cell activity. The story of thymosin alpha 1 is also a reminder of how much the thymus gland influences our health. This small gland behind the sternum is central in teaching immune cells how to function properly. As it declines with age, our defenses weaken. TA1 essentially delivers a signal that the thymus used to give, helping the body maintain vigilance. As always, the key with peptides is responsible use. That means medical supervision, lab work when appropriate, and cautious evaluation of how it fits into an individual's health picture. While it is promising, it is not a magic bullet. Peptides work best when combined with a strong foundation of sleep, nutrition, exercise, and stress management. Disclaimer: this podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not medical advice, and nothing discussed should be taken as a substitute for professional medical guidance. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider before starting or stopping any supplement, peptide, or treatment protocol. Thanks for listening, keep learning, and stay curious.